Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my August check-in for my low buy, which at this point is basically non-existent. So I went shopping again, and before I show you what I got, let me just preface this with I have a plan. We'll discuss it after I show you what I've got, but while I'm going through what I bought, don't judge me because you'll find out later what the plan is. Please don't judge me. Anyway, I was supposed to be on a low buy, didn't happen. In fact, for August, I was supposed to be on a no buy. That's how bad this went, because I have a box full of items here. I'm using that Floral Street box from the last time. I feel like this box should be my haul box because it's pretty enough that I can just like decorate things with, but it's also big enough that it will hold my spending habit, basically. So I'm just gonna have this on my lap. I'm just gonna go through the items. There are a couple of things in here that were kind of necessities. There are some things in here which weren't necessarily necessities, but I just wanted them because they were pretty. But yeah, you know how it is, So the first thing was I placed a Revolution order. The reason I placed the Revolution order was because they released this new like dewy skin, super dewy something line. I'll insert a photo if I can find one. And I really wanted to try a couple of products from that particular line, and I have tried products from that line and I do not regret this haul at all. I don't have dry skin. If you have dry skin, you'll love it probably even more than me. I was blown away. Anyway, something that was on that order was this. This is a little bag of those reusable cotton rounds. I wanted to try the Revolution ones because I support Revolution and I am trying to support the Amazon man less. I know it's Jeff Bezos. I just didn't want to say his name. So I ordered this and it comes with 7 of these cotton rounds. I have used them, but I kept one in so that I could demonstrate what it was. And it comes with this little bag. This has like a popper so you can hook it onto something if you need to, and it has a little zip. The quality of the zip is not as good as the quality of the popper or the rest of the bag, I must say, but you'll deal with it. Basically, it's fine. It's not excellent quality zip, but if the zip breaks, then you can use the bag for something else, or I don't know. Anyway, the cotton rounds themselves are interesting because on this side it's kind of velvety. You know the makeup remover cloth cleanser things, the pink things. It doesn't even feel like one of those. It just straight up feels like velvet. It's really weird, but at the same time does really well at cleaning your face. And then the other side is just cotton, so it just feels like regular cotton. So I've been enjoying those. I might buy some more, I might not buy some more. I'm still trying out some of these reusable cotton pads from different brands that is not Jeff Bezos. I'll let you know whether or not I buy any more of those, but right now I don't need to buy any more, and part of my plan does not involve me buying any more. So that's that. That was the first thing I got, and as I said, I did that order because I wanted to order something from the dewy skin line super dewy line that they did, and I kind of went a bit ham. So they had like a buy 3 products from the line and get 20% off or something like that. So I got this. This is the Super Dewy Skin Elixir Makeup Serum. I have no idea how this is going to work on my oily skin, to be honest. This is hella thick and it doesn't necessarily dry down so much. It's like super thick. I mean, it struggles to get up even in the pipette squeezer thingy. I'm just gonna put some on my hand and then try and look. It's not even in the pipette thingy, it's just on the pipette. That's how thick this is. It's like really super thick. If you have dry skin, then probably this is amazing for you, but I have oily skin and I don't know how this is gonna work. So we will see. I'm gonna put that on my hand. Don't mind the swatches. I tried to wash my hands. I washed my hands like 6 times and it's still not come off. So that's just it there, and I'm just gonna rub it in. You know what it feels like? It feels like one of those multi-purpose balm things that have like a coconut oil base that doesn't quite dry down and you just have to keep massaging it until it massages into your skin. Feels really nice on my hand, but my hands are hella dry. So we'll see by the end of the video if this has actually dried down or not, because if this stays this tacky on my skin, it's probably gonna clog my pores and I'll just have to pass it on to somebody else, but we will see. I'm gonna give it a go. I was really drawn by it because I've never seen anything like it. They also had some skincare kind of based stuff around the, if you have dry skin, super dewy kind of situation. They had a toner, they had a serum, and they had something else which I can't remember. But yeah, this was kind of on the makeup line. I only bought the makeup line parts. They had 3 makeup line parts and 3 skincare parts. So I wanted to only get the makeup parts because, as I said, I don't have dry skin. So getting skincare for dry skin would not make sense. On the original original order, I ordered the Super Dewy Skin Tint in the shade Fair, and I don't know what made me look, but I went back on the, oh no, I'll tell you what made me look was they posted swatches on their Instagram, and Fair was like the 4th darkest one, and I was like, what? Did you hear that? There's some like yelling going on. Anyway, that's not what I was watching at. I was watching at the fact that Fair was the 4th darkest shade. I was like, what? And then there was Light, and Light was the lightest shade, and I'm like, anyway, I have no idea what's going on outside. I would say that it's Friday night, but it's not even 7 o'clock a.m. and there's just, I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, and then Light was the lightest shade, and I'm like, okay, Revolution, what is happening here? Because not just you, but every other single company puts Fair first and then Light later. So I bought Fair because I was like, oh, Fair, I'm fair. I always have the fairest. So that's why I bought Fair. And then I saw the swatches and found out that Light was actually lighter than Fair, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I ordered one, and I was super concerned about this, and it is too dark for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's too dark and it's too yellow, but I'll explain in a second. So I ordered the light one. This was a separate order, and with this light one I also ordered the pink lightning foundation drops. So this is like a foundation mixer. It's slightly pink tinted so that it will go well with my pink undertones, but it's also really, really bright. So I think that if I mix this with the Fair, then it will be kind of okay, and it's light enough coverage that I might be able to get away with it if I wear this with it and also a white setting powder rather than a peach setting powder. Should be okay. I would give it away, but one, I've already swatched it, so it's not like sealed, the air pump isn't sealed anymore, but also two, I don't really know anyone who would want this. I offered it to David's sister and she was like, it doesn't have SPF in it, and she has a point, it doesn't have SPF in it, by the way, if you're thinking about buying these. But they also don't have fragrance in, so that's why I thought that she might want it, but she said no, she's happy with her thing that she has because it has SPF, this one doesn't. So I thought I'm just gonna have to use both of these up. So that's why I bought the lightning drops, and the light one was to basically try it out, that it was the correct tone for my skin. But yeah, super weird that Fair is darker than Light. We don't know about that. Weird. Yeah, so I told you about the foundation drops. That was in this separate haul. Also in that haul was this. This is the I Heart Revolution Tasty Peach Lip Oil, and I bought this because Erynn was talking about getting some lip oils from Colourpop, and I hadn't tried a lip oil, so I didn't want to like order the entire collection from Colourpop. I was like, okay, I just need one. So I ordered this one from Revolution because it was kind of cheap, and to be honest, I kind of like it. So I'm thinking about maybe trying more different lip oils. It's an interesting texture on my lips, I must say, but I need to try it more, I think. I've worn it on my lips like twice, and it was a new sensation for me, and I think I need to try it more to decide whether I prefer a lip oil to, say, a lip gloss or a lip balm. But yeah, happy to try that one. This, 100% worth my money. This was worth the whole palaver of having to order 3 separate orders to just get the correct shade of thing. This is the Revolution Super Dewy from the Super Dewy line again. Blurring Balm. This is incredible. This is sensational. I kept it in the box because I wanted to keep the box for this haul, but I have used it. That's going in the bin now. I missed the bin again. In my last one of these, I was just throwing things that side of I wasn't even aiming for the bin. So it comes in like this compact here, and to be honest, the compact does feel a bit lightweight and cheapy, but the product inside is just sensational. It's just one of these pore blurring putty type situations. You can tell I've used it, but I've never tried a pore blurring primer or putty or anything like this that is this good, ever. So my skin is oily. I'm mostly oily here down my nose and my chin. My cheeks tend to be more normal depending on how hot I am or how dried out or dehydrated my skin is. Sometimes I get oil on my cheeks, sometimes I'm normal on my cheeks, sometimes I'm dry like right here between my eyebrows. My skin is like super combo. It is the entire, basically the embodiment of combination skin, basically, is my skin. So I have like large pores on my nose and around here, like under my eyes and across my, probably to about here, and then my cheeks and my chin are kind of okay, and like around my nose here is bad, and sometimes here as well I get some pores. Anyway, this, I'm just blown away by it. I've never seen my pores or my skin look so good than when I was using this primer. And I've tried hundreds of these things. I've tried the Professional, I've tried the Maybelline Baby Skin, I've tried the Avon thing, compact thing that I have. I've got the Revolution pore blurring primer. this man. So even from Revolution, and I've never found one this good. So if you're looking for a pore blurring primer, try this, because it's just sensational. It's beautiful. So I got that. And that was my entirety of my Revolution haul. That was all I got from Revolution this time around. I am now gonna like move on to other stuff. So I also ordered some more of these brushes. I said I was going to, and I really enjoyed using the face brushes. So I bought the eye brush collection. It doesn't come with this many brushes. I will insert a photo of what it comes with. But basically what happened was I washed all my brushes together and now I can't remember which one. Like I have 2 angled brushes, so I know that it only came with 1, for example. It comes with like 10 different brushes. I think that one was 1. I think that one was 1. That one was definitely 1. That one was 1. But the other one also came with 5 brushes. So at this point, I don't know. Like I could guess and then try and get it right, but I don't want to guess. I will be better off just inserting a photo of what brushes came with what collection. But yeah, so I did say I was going to order more, and I have ordered more, and now I don't need any more brushes for a long, long time. So that was that. And then I did a Boots order. I had like offers to build up points, and one of them was if you buy any Soap and Glory products, then you get 100 points. So I bought 3 and got 300 points. So I just got these body sprays because my body spray is almost out. This is the Smoothie Star. This is the almond and vanilla scent. This is, I believe, the original. No, I have the original. So this is the one for the smoothie kind of line, you know, the line that's like almond and pistachio. This is the body scent, the body spritz for that scent. I have the Missed You Madly Floral and Seductive Fragrance Spritz. This is the one for the, I believe, the coconut line that they have. But yeah, I mean, it does smell floral and seductive, I must say. And then they have the original pink one, which is the same as the one that I have, just in different packaging. And this one is Rose and Bergamot, and it just smells like Soap and Glory stuff. So I got those. Not only did I get like a bunch of points for these, but also they were on 3 for 2, so I only paid for 2 of them. So that is that. And then Boots then had a couple of really weird, crazy deals, like insane crazy deals. So I got this Essie nail polish. This was in the clearance section. This is in Friends Forever, and I know why it was in the clearance section. And I don't know if you can see, but like all the shimmer is at the bottom. And I mean, it has settled since I had it, because what I did was I was like, okay, either there's something wrong with the polish or it just needs mixing. So I basically spent 10 minutes walking around the shop looking at other things, just shaking this bottle, and by the time I got to the counter, all the glitter had gone from the bottle and was actually in the polish. So I mean, it's gonna take a bit of work every time I paint my nails with this, but it was £3. And Essie polishes normally in this country probably would cost you about £9. So to get an Essie polish for £3 that just needs shaking up every time you use it is totally worth it in my opinion. And it is this beautiful kind of deep purple with this blue purple shifting glitters inside of it. It's just stunning, and the glitters do go onto the nails when you paint them, because I swatched it on my swatch wheel. I would show you my swatch wheel, but I need to get better ones before I start showing them, I think, because even though it's okay for me, it doesn't show the quality of the polish that well. So when I'm demonstrating it to you, I don't want it to come across like the polishes that I have a poor quality or whatever, just so that it better reflects the quality of the polishes rather than just the shade. Like the swatch wheels I have at the moment, and it's not the polishes that are doing it, because it does it with every single different formula of polish that I have. Whenever you put a top coat over it, it mattifies the polish. Really weird. I need to get some proper ones. Anyway, as I was saying, Boots were doing some really, really weird offers. So I had that polish there for £3 instead of £8. And then they were like, if you spend over £30 on Fenty Beauty products, then you get £10 worth of points back. So effectively you're only spending £20 because you get the points as like cash back. So I wanted to order, I knew 100% straight up that I wanted to order the Money 10 eyeshadow palette. This thing is beautiful. It is stunning. And when I saw that they had a Fenty offer on like that, I was like, straight up, this is the first thing I'm putting in my basket. It is beautiful, and I just am blown away by this palette. It's just, I'm here for it, basically. I mentioned in a previous video, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but I'm like living for fall right now, and I can't wait to have these olive tones on my eyelids. I've not done it yet, but I just can't wait to do it. So that was the first thing that I added to my basket, and then I noticed that they had a special offer on of buy any 2 eyeshadow palettes from Fenty Beauty, these little £6 things, for £38. And I'm like, what? So I bought a second one. By buying a second one, I paid £38, but because it was over £38, I then got the special offer of getting the £10 points back. So I technically spent £28, where one of these is £21. So I got 2 Fenty eyeshadow palettes for £28 instead of £42. So I also got the pastels one. This one is number 8. Interestingly, this shade here crumbled. I'm not going to swatch it because it literally fell apart underneath my finger, so I'm going to have to be really careful with this. So just bear that in mind. If you're thinking of picking this up, just bear that in mind. These eyeshadows will most possibly definitely need some kind of tacky base or to go on wet because they're not foiled shimmers. I mean, you could probably tell from here, like versus the matte, this shimmer isn't like popping, but I think that if you wear them with like a base, or if you spritz them with some setting, if you just like dampen them, if you try and foil them yourself, then you'll probably get a better effect out of them. But I'm really looking forward to trying the formula on my eyes. So that's what I got from Boots. And then because I did this order from Boots where it was just an insane deal for getting 2 Fenty eyeshadow palettes for almost the same price as you pay for one of them, I acquired these points, right? Because I did the Soap and Glory ones, which were extra points, and this Fenty one, which was extra points. So I had a bunch of points to spend. So I got the Nude Light by Huda Beauty because I've been wanting to try her formula for a very, very long time now. And this eyeshadow palette has just been drawing me in for a really long time. There's something about it that I'm all here for it, basically. Every time I see it in people's like Instagrams or like on the YouTube channel and stuff, to me, this palette is beautiful. And I have worn this on my eyes. Oh my goodness. I was blown away by the formula on these eyeshadows. They blended out like a dream. Oh, it was so nice to have an eyeshadow palette that actually blended so, I mean, Too Faced eyeshadows are excellent. They blend really, really well. The Revolution eyeshadows blend really, really well. But these just were on another level. They were just blending like butter. It was just crazy. I've never had anything blend so smoothly as these eyeshadows blend. So I'm looking forward to using these more. I didn't really think this through in terms of the color story. I probably should have got this earlier in the year because then I would have got the whole like spring summer month use out of it, but I will probably reach for it. Maybe this shade could possibly be like fall. It's giving me fall vibes. Maybe both of these, and this kind of caramelly brown over here. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. And it smells kind of like new car. It's very strange. The packaging is nice too. It has kind of this snake skin effect on the front of it. I didn't stop there. So that cost me points, didn't cost me money. But because I was blown away, well, not because I was blown away, because I ordered that after I ordered this, but because I wanted to try the Huda formula, I was also drawn to the Mercury Retrograde palette. And mostly this was about the color story. Like the ones that she's released before, which were like the rose gold, no, not rose gold. Was it rose gold? The ready toned one. And then there was the other one, which was the neutrals one. They were like mauvey neutrals. I can't even remember what that one's called either. But neither of those palettes spoke to me in terms of like color story. This palette spoke to me. And I wanted to try this, and I wanted to try her formula. So I thought that this palette was the best palette for me to get to try her formula. It wasn't until after I ordered this that I realized Boots were going to give me enough points to order the small one with my points. But this was on sale. So instead of paying the £58 that these palettes cost from Huda Beauty, I paid £40, but I also got some free samples from Feel Unique as well as paying the £40 for this palette. So I've not swatched this because I don't want to touch it. It's just so beautiful, but I probably will swatch it. In fact, let's swatch it now. So I'll go with that one because that's just calling my name. We'll go with one of these deeper ones to check out the pigmentation, and one last one, this minty one. Yeah, why not? Wow. If you've tried Huda Beauty formula before, then you probably aren't surprised that I'm blown away by these, and you're probably like, yeah, where the hell have you been for the past year? I was on a no-buy, that's where I was. So yeah. Wow. That just says it all really, doesn't it? Look at that shimmer compared to the Fenty one. I don't know, Rihanna. You might need to step up your game a little bit. Okay, so as I said, Feel Unique also sent me some samples with the Huda palette. So I got the Mugler perfume in Angel Nova, and I got the Wishful, which I believe is a brand from the woman from Huda Beauty. I don't know her name. I'm really bad at people's names. But this is the Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer. I'm interested in trying. I'm not the biggest fan of makeup brands that decide to go into skincare. I just kind of almost don't trust them in a way. Like, it's just a teeny tiny little pot. That's adorable. Sorry sorry. As I was saying, it's almost as if I don't trust them in a way. Like, your thing is makeup, stick to the makeup, and then let a skincare company take care of making skincare, you know? So I'm a little bit dubious when it comes to trying out skincare from makeup brands, but I've heard good things about the Wishful line, so I will try this. And I will try the Fourth Row Beauty from Colourpop because I've heard good things about that as well. And I love the Revolution skincare stuff, so I might have to eat my words in terms of like trusting brands to do skincare. That's everything for this particular month that I purchased or acquired with points or like was gifted to me. I don't think anything was gifted to me, but yes. Now, I know I spent a lot, and I know that I promised you or mentioned to you that I was going to be on a no-buy for August and September to make up for the fact that I spent a lot of money in July, but I kind of sat down and had a think about it and kind of thought about like, why is this so hard for me? I've done no-buy after no-buy and didn't break it once, and then I go on a low-buy, which you would think would be easy because I can buy stuff now, and I think that's it. That was the conclusion that I came to, was even though I had a budget, it was almost freeing to be able to buy stuff. And now I'm back in that mode of buying stuff. Whereas before I was very much not buying anything and strictly not buying anything. But now I'm freer, I can buy stuff. And then that kind of spiraled and escalated to the point that we've gotten to now. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is I am going on a complete total no buy, because that is what works for me. And I have acquired enough stuff over the past 2-3 months that I don't need anything now. So going on a no buy is not necessarily restricting myself as it was before. At the beginning of the year, the reason I said that I didn't want to do a no buy was because I'd been on 2 years worth of no buy and I just felt miserable. Like, I wasn't gaining anything from it. I just felt like I just can't buy anything. But now it's different, because now I've bought stuff. I've had that time of, okay, let's just spend money, and now let's just roll it back again. And that is why I've decided that I'm going on a no buy. My no buy rules, I might as well just do it in this video rather than creating a separate video for it. So my no buy rules will be, I will be on a no buy from September 1st through to June 1st, 2021. It's not quite a year, but I learned from this year that I like to spend money around my birthday. So if I finish June 1st, then I've done it for long enough that I can use up some stuff and not spend money for long enough that in June, July, August, I can start spending again. And then maybe I might go back on a no buy after that. I don't know, let's see. But for now, it's from September 1st through to June 1st. I'm not allowed to buy anything, replacements only. And that goes for hair care, body care, nails, makeup, skincare, wax, tea. I don't care what it is, I'm not allowed to buy it. Even books, even DVDs, I'm not allowed to buy it because I don't need those things. I have hundreds of books in my bookcase that need reading. There are some exceptions. The first exception I've already talked about in my last check-in, was the pumpkin spice palette from Too Faced, which now that Too Faced has officially released it, I've actually already ordered. I also ordered Erynn one. Erynn went to the Too Faced shop today and I needed a replacement for my Too Faced glitter glue, so I asked her to pick me up one of those, so I sent her the money for that. But that's probably the last makeup item that I'm gonna buy, because today is August 28th, so there's only like 2-3 days left of the month, and then I'm back on my no buy. So the next thing that is an exception, and this is Erin's fault because she showed me this polish. There is a polish coming out from Cadillacquer that calls to me in no way that a polish has ever done before. It speaks to me on a deep and meaningful level. And that's really intense to say about a polish, but I've never felt this strongly about a nail polish before. I have to have this nail polish. So, because I have to order this nail polish, and because it's only available in September, and because it's only available for polish pickup, I have allowed myself to pick up a handful of independent nail polishes from the UK polish pickup, including this polish. I'll put a picture so you can see what I'm talking about. And if you don't agree with me, you don't agree with me. But if you do agree with me, then you'll know exactly why I feel the way I feel about this polish. Because as soon as you see it, you'll be like, yes, that is a polish. So I'm gonna do the polish pickup for the first time ever in my life, because it's only been in the UK since, I don't know, the beginning of the year. And I'm allowing myself to spend £70. And now that's £70, including Erynn has asked me to pick her up one as well of this Cadillacquer polish. So I will order 2 of those, but only one of them counts towards the £70 because the other one is a gift. So that is what I'm allowing for the polish pickup. I'm not necessarily saying that I'm going to spend the whole £70. That is my allowance. I'm not allowed to go over that. And I'm only doing the polish pickup once. and it will be the September one. And the rest of the time I'm on my no-buy. That doesn't mean that because the polish pickup is between the 4th and I think the 7th, it starts on the Friday and finishes on the Monday. So it's 4 days. So between the 4th and the 8th of September, the polish pickup will be open. That does not mean that until the 8th of September, I'm not on my no-buy. Between the 1st of September and the 4th of September and the polish pickup opening, I am on my no-buy. I cannot buy anything. Even if it's a nail polish. It doesn't come out of the budget. I can't buy it. That is the second exception. So the first exception was the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, which I've already bought. And the second exception is the polish pickup in September. I'm allowing myself £70 to spend on nail polish. There is a third exception. The third exception is I am allowed to have my traditional Christmas Eve beauty shopping in London with Erynn. It's something that we've done for 2 years now. I mean, the first year that we did it, it wasn't Christmas Eve. It was like 2 or 3 days before Christmas Eve. But last year it was Christmas Eve because she was working the rest of the days. Anyway, we're doing it Christmas Eve this year because last year when we went on Christmas Eve, we went to the Too Faced store and they had all of their Christmas stuff on sale. Because it was Christmas Eve, nobody was buying it. So we're going to do that again. We're going to go Christmas Eve. We're going to go to the Too Faced store. We're going to try and get some amazing deals on their Christmas collections again. And I haven't put a budget on that. I'm allowed to spend as much as I'm allowed to spend, providing I have bought all of my Christmas presents. Not that you'd be Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. Who does that? Not me. I'm normally done by like December 1st. But yes, just in case I'm not done by December 1st, I can't come off my no-buy until Christmas Eve. So there's the fourth exception. There are only 5 exceptions. It's gonna sound like a lot of exceptions, but bearing in mind I was on a low-buy and I could in theory just go back on a low-buy, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do a full no-buy. The fourth exception, Black Friday. Now, the reason I decided on Black Friday was because when I started my low-buy at the beginning of the year, I was kind of excited. For the first time in maybe like 4 years, I can buy something on Black Friday that's beauty related. And I was kind of hyped for it. I've never bought makeup that discounted before. And I mean, some places don't really do that great discounts, but maybe I can get some really good deals. So I knew that I wanted to buy something for Black Friday. And Black Friday, again, like the Christmas Eve shopping and like the polish pickup, has its own little caveat kind of rules. The first rule, I can only buy 1 skincare item. Now that could be 1 item or it can be 1 box set of items, but it can only be 1 thing. And it doesn't matter where I buy it from, I can only have 1 thing. And it's not 1 thing per place, it's 1 thing total. So if I decide I want to go to Feel Unique, I want to get the Drunk Elephant stuff, I want it, it's on sale, and I buy 1 thing, then that means that I then can't say, go to Revolution Skincare and say, oh, they've got a sale as well. I want to buy something from Revolution. No, 1 thing total. So I need to really think about what I want. The second rule for this particular thing is I'm only allowed 2 makeup products. And again, that could be 1 makeup set of 5 things, or it could be 1 product, 1 lipstick. Just depends on what catches my eye, what's on good deal, what I think about that I want to bring into my collection. By restricting myself this way, 1 skincare thing and 2 makeup things, I'm really, really, really going to have to think about what it is that I want, because I can't bring in multiple things. It has 2 exceptions. We have exceptions to the rules that have exceptions, and now we've got more. It's a whole thing. I hope you're paying attention. You might be wanting to take notes at this point. For Black Friday, I always buy my Watermans shampoo because they always have an excellent deal on Black Friday. And by excellent, I mean like you can get bundles for ridiculous price. So I'm going to do that again. Watermans is not capped. There is no cap. I can buy as many as I want Watermans shampoo products because I will use them. It's all I use for my hair. So that I'm allowing myself. I want to take full advantage of them at their cheapest for the whole entire year, so I will do that. And the second exception is I can't buy eyeshadows. I don't know if you saw my inventory, but I had this whole thing about I refuse to go over 1,000 eyeshadows. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. If it happens, I will be disappointed in myself. You guys can yell at me and I will just basically have to be on an eyeshadow no matter what I want. Well, Erynn donated me a lot of stuff and she showed me what she was donating me, and even though I've decluttered, because I've done more decluttering since then, somehow I got over 1,000 eyeshadows. I counted it all up. I counted the stuff that I've hauled today. I discounted the stuff that I've decluttered. I counted the stuff that Erynn is moving out of her collection into my collection. And I counted the stuff that she'd already ordered from Sydney Grace. And I counted the Too Faced Pumpkin eyeshadow palette that I've already ordered. And we're over 1,000 eyeshadows. And I don't feel as disgusted with myself as I thought I was going to. But at the same in time, I feel like, okay, I've said it, it's out there, it's in the world, you guys are gonna hold me accountable for it, let's do it. Let's go on a full total eyeshadow no buy until I can get under 1,000 eyeshadows. And I'm not gonna do it to the point where I'm like 999 so I can buy an eyeshadow palette that's got 30 eyeshadows in it. No. I have to be, I'd say, at least in the 980s before I allow myself to buy any more eyeshadow palettes. That's it. If I get to 999 and I say a single that I like, I might buy it, but not a palette, because by that time you're probably at least 12 eyeshadows in to 1,000, as opposed to if you bought a single, you'd be on 1,000 exactly. So those are my Black Friday / Cyber Monday exceptions. My last exception to my no buy, you can stop making notes in a second, are video games. Now, I only ever really spend money on 2 video games, and that, well, 3. Those are The Sims, Planet Zoo, and WoW. And The Sims has a new expansion coming in September, and WoW has a new expansion coming in October, and Planet Zoo has just had a new expansion, but I've not played Planet Zoo in a while, so I've not bought that yet, but I might decide one day that I might want to play Planet Zoo and then I'll get it. But those are the only games really that I buy. Any other game that's outside of that, I would seriously have to think about, because games are expensive, and even though I want Let's Go Pikachu for the Switch, that's 50 quid, and that's a lot of money, whereas the Sims expansion is like 20 quid. It's a bit different. I mean, WoW is going to be expensive, but there is no way I'm not buying it. So that is the 5th and final exception, is to allow myself to buy games, because I know that I'm not going to overbuy games. So I know that was a lot of rules. I will put them in the description box so that we can both remind ourselves about what it is that I'm going to be doing. But essentially from this point forward, not including the exceptions, the 5 exceptions, I am on a no buy from September 1st through to June 1st. If you want me to come on here and do how am I feeling about my no buy tips, and also probably to see the bits in between from like what I got on Black Friday and like what I got a polish pickup and stuff, let me know if you still want those updates. But on the months where I'm not bringing anything in, what should I do? Should I come on here and be like, this is how I'm feeling about my no buy, these are the things that I was tempted by, these are the things that I'm not tempted by, would that be interesting to you? Let me know in the comments. We can do this together, we're on this journey together. If you're thinking about a no buy, I strongly encourage you to do it with me. If you're already doing a no buy, please let me know so that I can follow along with you and we can inspire each other. Thanks so much for watching this video, take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye!